Jacksonville, acknowledge your reigning, defending, undisputed NFC North heavyweight champions of the world, the brand new Detroit Lions. See, after a couple weeks on the road, we're finally back home as we got Jacksonville coming down this weekend. As we'll have Duval coming down to Ford Field for this game. So Detroit back home again for the second game of the AFC South Gauntlet. So we got the Jags this week. So we're going to take a look at this game and see how Detroit fares against Jacksonville this week. So, of course, currently on the point spread currently has Detroit favored for this game by 13 points. So Detroit's favored by about 2 touchdowns. So yeah, Detroit are heavy favorites coming into this game against Jacksonville. So Detroit's expected to blow Jacksonville out. Detroit, they lead the all-time series against Jacksonville 5-3. And Detroit has won the last 4 meetings against Jacksonville. And three of those 4 meetings, Detroit won by double digits. So yeah, Detroit has had Jacksonville's number for quite a bit, and it hasn't really been close. Jacksonville this year, they're 0-5 on the road this year. Detroit is 3-1 at home. In terms of Jacksonville's key players, mainly the leader of the Jacksonville offense on quarterback, Trevor Lawrence. He's currently questionable for this game with a shoulder AC joint injury. And he didn't play last week against the Vikings. So if Trevor Lawrence can't go this week, then they'll be looking at Mac Jones to go at QB. And Mac Jones wasn't really that impressive against Minnesota. Had that touchdown to start the game and then did nothing after that. At running back, they have Travis Etienne at running back to hold the ball. The receiving core, they don't have Christian Kirk as he's on season-ending IR with a collarbone injury. But the receiving core has the likes of Gabe Davis, rookie Brian Thomas, and of course at tight end Evan Ingram. On defense, the defensive line is anchored by the likes of Eric Armstead, Josh Allen. No, not the QB, the pass rusher, Josh Hines Allen. And Travis Walker, who, keep in mind, Travis Walker is the player the Jaguars famously took first overall in the 2022 draft over Aiden Hutchinson. Just let that one sink in. And of course, for the linebacking core is anchored by Devin Lloyd and Voisaid Oku-Kun. That last name's a bit of a tongue twister, I know. And the secondary is anchored with the likes of Tyson Campbell, Andre Sisco, Ronald Darby, Antonio Johnson, and Darnell Savage. The head coach, of course, of this squad is Doug Peterson, who most likely is on the hot seat and could possibly get fired at any point now. I don't know if they're going to fire him if the Lions win this game or if some point this year, but, there's a very strong possibility Peterson doesn't make it to the end of the year. The offensive coordinator is Press Taylor, and the defensive coordinator is Ryan Nielsen. Jaguars offense is currently ranked 24th right now. They're 23rd in the pass game, 25th in the run game. And the Jaguars' defense is the second worst defense in terms of yards allowed, ranked 34th first. They're 30th against the pass, but they're tied for 20th against the run. So, yeah. So, I think, obviously, the keys to this game as well. I think ball security is going to be a bigger point here after last week with the Texans. Lions got to do a better job with the ball. Jared Goff's got to do better and not throw 5 interceptions again. Jared Goff pretty much has to do what he was doing the first 9 weeks, which was taking care of the ball very well. I established the run game, run that ball down Jacksonville's throat, control time of possession. Pretty much just do what you did against Tennessee a couple weeks ago. And then what you did with the Cowboys a month ago as well. And of course the Lions, though, will have Zadarius Smith this week, as the Lions, of course, let Zadarius have last week off for personal reasons, because Zadarius hasn't been able to go down to his home in Florida that was affected by the hurricane back in September. And has been busy because of the grind of the NFL season. But of course, because last week was originally supposed to be Cleveland's bye week until he was traded to Detroit. So they decided to give Zadarius the week to go check it out. Which Darius' agent said the Lions didn't need to do that, but they said it was a very classy, respectable gesture by the Lions organization. And that is a very classy move by the Lions to do that for Darius. It shows that they do care about the players and they care about people. And that'll go a long way for the Lions in the long run. Especially if they want to go on runs and win not just one Super Bowl, but multiple in the future. So for this game, it's pretty straightforward. The only expectation is win this game. We cannot lose this game. I mean, when you're favored by 13 fucking points, you should win big in this game. Because if you don't win, everyone's gonna fucking come after you in this one. So yeah, Detroit needs to come in, just do their job against Jacksonville. Just do what they did against the Titans a couple weeks ago. Like, Detroit, there's a chance Detroit's definitely, I think, going to put boot to ass on Jacksonville this week. It's just how bad is that boot to ass this week? Or at least the belt to ass. No, not this belt. No, we do not belt the ass with this belt. This belt is too precious for that. We don't need no Jacksonville stain on it. So, it's just gonna be a very interesting game. Like, I don't think it's gonna be close. I think Detroit is gonna win this game big. I'm not gonna take the 13-point spread. That's a little too high for me because I'm a responsible gambler. But in terms of what I think for a game score, I have Detroit winning this game 28-20. I'm gonna take the Lions by 8 points. I mean, Jacksonville was able to go toe-to-toe with the Vikings to keep it a low-scoring game, even getting some turnovers off Sam Darnold. Detroit just needs to do a better job of securing the ball, run it down, control time possession. Pretty much everything they've done successfully until Houston. Just do that. And if they do that, Detroit should win this game big. So, yeah, that's the only expectation. And if Detroit can win this game, Detroit will start the season 9-1 for the first time ever in franchise history. Because their 8-1 start right now is the best start to a season they've had since 1954. But the Lions have never started 9-1 in franchise history. So Detroit can change that this week. So yeah, I have confidence. I have confidence the Lions can go get the win this week. I have no doubt they can beat Jacksonville. Now it's on Detroit to go execute, Detroit just needs to do what good teams do against bad teams. Take a bad team, make them look bad. And if anybody has a problem with Detroit blowing them out or winning by or beating them similar to what Tennessee did to Tennessee a couple weeks ago, all I say is, well, the Jacksonville should play better. But anyway, that's all I gotta say. Let's go get this win. Let's go to 9-1. And let's continue running the table in the NFC North. Let's go get this win against Jacksonville. Let's take Jacksonville and make them look bad. Who knows? Maybe make them look bad enough to where they actually fire Doug Peterson. We'll have to wait and see though if that happens. But yeah, anyway, that's gonna wrap this up. That's all I gotta say. Hope everyone's a great day, and I'll see you whatever I make next. I'm out, and as always, go Lions.
Detroit, let's work. Hey.
Takes a little bit more.
Oh yeah.
Takes a little bit more.
Yeah.
It takes more to be one pride, a little bit more to be Detroit. It takes more to be this live, a little bit more to make this noise. One pride, more fight, more heart, more grit. One pride, more fight, more heart, more. Still rep the city and we still gritty like we did it before. Still defend the den, except this time we brought a little bit more. We ain't kicked off, it sound like we score. Turn it up, that's what kickoff is for. When you're talking about one pride, we don't get loud, we deliver the roar. Tell them boys when the coin flip, we gon' come with it, don't fumble it. The pressure's high and the fresh jerseys with block numbers gon' double it. Hey, it's one pride and the Lions did what they up against. This Detroit, if it's smoke, we ain't never ducking it, let's kick it off. It takes more to be one pride, a little bit more to be Detroit. It takes more to be this live, a little bit more to make this noise. One pride, more fight, more heart, more grit. One pride, more fight, more heart.
Detroit.
Hey, one pride, we want more.